Emilija and of the Global Community Bio Summit, which is a worldwide network of community biologists that come together every year to further by the community to discuss things that bother the community, also to talk about governance, and basically turn from incidental mushrooms that pop up here and there into a global movement where they're all together as a bit of voice. Thank you for being here, David. It's it's late for you, so it's great that you can be here. But,
it's an honor to be here. Can you hear me okay?
I think you're not on the speakers yet. Let me see if I can change that.
Okay. Testing.
Yes. You're on.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, and everybody can hear you and see you.
Wonderful. Well, it's such a huge honor to be here with you all. Again, I have known Christiana for many, many years now, and I'm so proud to know her and so proud of this event happening. It's really a historic event that you are all a part of here. I know Christiana has had this dream of the Meraki people and being able to organize a lab in Greece for many, many years since I first met her, I think back in 2018, so about 5 years ago at least. And so I'm so proud to know Christiana and so proud of all of you for coming together as a community and for organizing not only this event, but really building out what will be, I'm sure, a very important laboratory for your community and a very important space for your community. So I thought I could spend just a few minutes here to tell a little bit of some of the background behind this larger movement around community biology, do-it-yourself biology, so that you can have a bit of a global context for what's happening here in Greece and the work that Christiana has been leading. I'd like to share my screen. I think you need to enable the screen share so I can share. And so if you can see my screen now, one of the big questions I think that has motivated this very big movement around community biology and do-it-yourself biology is really asking who gets to participate in science, in the life sciences, in synthetic biology, in biological engineering. And again, I think for those of us that work in these fields, we know it's a very privileged form of expression. Typically, you have to have a very expensive academic laboratory or corporate environment in industry or in government. And so the idea of being able to have a more community-oriented biology lab is an idea that started to evolve in the 2000s. So in North America, Jason Bogue and Mackenzie Cowell formed an organization called Do-It-Yourself Biology in 2008. And so this started the proliferation of, there's really a lot of these laboratories being organized globally, including, of course, in Europe. I think we're going to hear from some colleagues from Bacteria, who also were part of this larger global movement, including in Asia and really around the world. And so as people started organizing and setting up these laboratories, what was really special is that they were meant for folks that did not have to have the same type of privilege as traditional academic or industry laboratories, and people could express themselves through art, through different types of creative means, education and learning and so on in these laboratories. For myself, I was first introduced to DIY biology in 2012. There was a very strange meeting organized in the United States, actually by the FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, where they wanted to where they had the resources, and they flew actually folks from all around the world that were setting up these laboratories, because there was this interesting biosafety question, biosecurity question of, who are all these folks around the world organizing these laboratories? And I was at that meeting and thought to myself, this is amazing. I actually want to set up a laboratory like this. Myself, my background, I'm a synthetic biologist and biological engineer, but I'm also a community organizer. And so I was running an art and community center in Cambridge, in the Boston area in Massachusetts in the United States. And we basically went and built out our own community biology lab, much like what you are doing in Greece now. And so we had a lot of wonderful events and research and learning engagement in our lab over the years. And in 2017, I had a very, very important trip that I took to Europe. This was right before I started my job at the Media Lab at MIT, where I work now. And this is actually where I met a lot of the European biohackers and a lot of the people that have really been pushing this movement around community biology, not only in Europe, but all around the world. And so during that summer in 2017, I had traveled to Japan, different parts of Asia, different parts of North America, all leading up to organizing the very first Global Community Bio Summit, which was held at MIT at the Media Lab in 2017. And this was a really historic meeting because it was a global event organized by members of the community for members of the community. Instead of somebody like the FBI organizing the meeting, it was something that was really grassroots. And it was a very powerful and moving event for all of us. It was like finding the family that you didn't know that you had. For me, it was a really transformational event. And for so many of us, as big as you are about to do, we started the event with something called Hello World. And Hello World was convened as a way for all of the people from around the world to share and talk a little bit about their labs and what they were up to. And I think you're going to engage in a Hello World activity very soon as well. And so the very first Bio Summit, we had more than 200 participants from all around the world. And one, I think, really powerful part was thinking about this larger network of laboratories actually as a movement. And so my dear friend and colleague and mentor, Marshall Gans, Marshall is a legendary community organizer in the United States. He worked with figures that you may have heard of, like Martin Luther King. He organized Barack Obama's presidential campaign in 2008 and 2012. And so Marshall really spoke to us in 2017 and every year since then about the idea that this is actually a movement. This is really about how do we empower communities? How do we take biology, the life sciences, synthetic biology, and enable people from all kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of diverse skill sets and perspectives, and allow them also to participate in this very powerful technology and in this very powerful science that really is a huge part of what is changing the world now and will continue to change the world for the foreseeable future. And
speaker, who is the artificial intelligence professor, because without technology we cannot do very much. And he also lives in our small little village of Ayanis. He is what we call a metanastis, erotikos metanastis, but he's here and he's been helping us. Dr. Karas from the Athens Kapodistrian University. Καλημέρα σας, κύριε Καράκη.
Good morning to all. Thank you very much for this invitation. I am very active with Meraki people, not only for this event, but in general for this wonderful endeavor to regenerate let's say, to the future of Kynouria. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Karas. Thank you. I'd like to mention that Dr. Karas's work is also in Albania, in Tirana. He teaches classes. So, thank you very much for being there for me many times. Thank you. And our next speaker is none else than our blue economy, ZERI, Zero Emissions Research Initiatives expert, Dr. Ivanka Milenkovic, who is responsible for setting up the mushrooms in olive branches. So we have a business with something, a raw material that is so abundant in the region, and we do nothing with it. It's time to do something with it and start actual bioeconomy in the community here in Greece, here in Thirea. With that, she was supposed to come, but because she's also running Ecofungi, okay, here you are, Ivanka.
Okay. Can you hear me? Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, very well, we can hear you.
Is it okay with the sound? Is it okay with the everything is okay?
Yes, everything is okay.
Oh, bravo, bravo. Everything is okay except that I'm not there alive, but I'm still in Ecofungi. And I'm terribly sorry for that. I wish that I'm there, but unfortunately, in last moment yesterday at 2 o'clock our time, I realized that it would not be possible. So I only can send my positive energy and wish that you have a wonderful time when you are all with Christiana and her positivity, enthusiasm, all goodness, and all what she is indeed, then I have no doubt that you will have a wonderful time together. Thank you, Christiana, for inviting me. I'm again terribly sorry for all this mess with me, but unfortunately I just should waste my flight tickets and all book things because of dehydrator. Because in order to have a health community, you need to have entrepreneurship. In order to have entrepreneurship, you have to think about the realistic things. And maybe this situation where I drop at this moment is exactly what entrepreneurship means. To be flexible, to be open, to be always more, and always ready to share, like we are doing with Meraki, and I hope with all of us already for, I think, almost 7 years, I think already. Christiana, now we know each other from 2016. So, my role in ZERI, my role in Blue Economy, and my role in the global mushroom technology at all is to improve and to make it innovative, and to make it better, and to make it acceptable for the small producer like Christiana and like maybe more than 3,000 small entrepreneurs who already is working thanks of Ecofungi and thanks of me. I am available to support, to share, to give in order to create a better community, better way of doing, better way of life, and better life for all of us. Unfortunately, we are surrounded by only negativity, only by negative people, by people, what we say in Serbia, have a little spirit. I hope that we will win at the end of the day, and I hope that after this BioFest we will have a next one, but Christiana, next one with your mushroom in your growing unit. Because I have seen that on Facebook and social network that finally that growing unit looks like it should be, and next stage is that we also have a mushroom there based on our technology. I wish you all the best. I thank you to thank to everybody who sent me a WhatsApp and offered the help in all that arranging. And just to tell you, my the heatrator is broken, and I could not leave Ecofungi with broken equipment. It would be just for me disaster. So sorry, but I will join you online whenever you want. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best, and see you in Belgrade or in Greece or anywhere else in some short period of time. All the best.
Thank you.